Bop and Speedy
Speedy
Lone.
Lone, guys. What's up?
It's
your
Wick,
boy Forks here,
and together we make up Wick Forks. So generally we are a family-friendly YouTube channel, but today, if you are under 18, I strongly advise that you do not watch this video. Just because what we're going to be discussing, the movie, is for adults, and it's a little bit disturbing. It's based on a real story about the serial killer Ted Bundy. Now, before watching this movie, what did you know about Ted Bundy, Forks?
I just knew that he was one of the most popularist and most vicious, evil serial killers in the whole world. Now, he was around in the 1970s, and that was just, the 1970s was just a effed up weird time for the world. I don't know. It was very weird. I just knew that he was a vicious serial killer. He raped people. Someone did tell me he was a cannibalist, but that is not true. I don't believe he is. So,
and
that's basically
another thing that I found interesting.
I didn't know the whole story about him, though, but continue.
Another thing I find interesting is that that he almost got away with it. And this movie kind of focuses more on the court aspect of it, and not just the murder parts. Because for a good chunk of this movie, they want you to believe that he's being charged for a crime he did not commit.
Yes, and the thing that was a little creepy is that how he almost got away with what he did.
Mm-hmm. And what would have happened if
we always like to advise in all our movies that there are spoiler warnings. So again, do not watch this if you...
All of our reviews have spoilers in it. You should definitely watch the movie before. This is exclusively to Netflix. It is directed by Joe Berlinger. I hope I'm saying that right. It was released May 3rd of 2019. It stars Zac Efron and Lily Collins, to name a few. Zac Efron is amazing in this movie. He really acts insane. Like, you are unsteady when he's on screen. Especially the end. We're not going to talk about that just yet. So I want your opinion on, do you think that this movie should have been released to mainstream audiences? Meaning, like, in theaters?
Honestly, well, my honest opinion, I think that it should have been. It's one of those movies where it seems like it should have been the live audience. But, Netflix, it's just becoming so much more popular now. It's just, they're putting a lot of movies on Netflix. Netflix is kind of like its own thing now. So I kind of think there should have been, it should have been in the movies. Why I think this, it's one of those movies that's real, that actually happened, and most movies like that are not made for Netflix. They are usually in the theaters for a good amount of time. For example, Patriots Day, Lone Survivor, 12 Strong. Those were three movies, three almost war kind of like terrorist movies that I loved. Those were actually all three terrorist movies. I loved those movies so much. Patriots Day probably has to be my favorite. Mark Wahlberg starred in two of them, and then Thor starred in 12 Strong.
Would you say this is up there in one of your favorite horror aspect movies?
Honestly, no, probably. It's a great movie for people that love thrillers and shit like that. Like horror, suspense.
I feel like if this is your first time hearing about Ted Bundy, on Netflix, there is another documentary about Ted Bundy. And
yes, but it is a season, and there are multiple episodes that are about an hour long.
We're not going to review that, but we've watched it, we're going to finish it, and you should definitely check that out, because that will kind of give you more information. Because there are parts of it that are made up per se, which is one of the things that kind of bothered me a little bit. Because some of the things you're like, okay, this didn't actually happen. Okay, this wouldn't happen in real life. In the story, I know this didn't happen. I was really surprised that the girlfriend was the one who turned him in.
Yeah, that really surprised me. There are a lot of surprises in this movie.
Let's talk about the end, when she visited him.
Yeah, so let me talk about that.
Okay, yeah, but after, I'm just going to give them context. After 10 years, he was convicted for 3 death rows. He's been in jail 10 years. The girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend, gets a letter from him She goes to visit him in jail. So this is where he kind of admits to all the murders.
Yes, which was very creepy.
Yeah, so talk about that.
So another thing that I
No, talk about the end. Let's talk about, like,
yes,
explain the scene.
the ending.
That's
So
because this is what, like, after the end, you kind of leave, like, unlike some horror movies, you leave this kind of, it's kind of like a little bit of an anticlimactic ending, because you don't feel like there's any resolution to this. You feel like, especially I got really creeped out when they were showing how many people he killed, and that some people were killed and they don't even know about it. That's kind of a scary thing.
yeah, that was also kind of creepy. Another thing that was kind of creepy was how
person.
They showed the decapitated person. That was an actual real person. That scared me a lot. It was a real picture.
Yeah.
This is very.
So my ranking is a 9.5 out of 10, and here's why. I thought the second girlfriend's acting was not the best. The actress who did that, the stuff that was added on, the part that really I knew, okay, this didn't happen, was when him and his first girlfriend go to the pet. You remember that when they went to adopt a dog, and then the dog just like going away from him. I knew that didn't happen, and the add-on of that was kind of just like, okay, that seems like a little bit.
Yeah, but it wasn't like necessary, but like obviously like dogs have senses like that,
Yeah.
Yep.
So what else? So what would you rank this movie?
I'd give it a 9.5 out of 10.
9.5. Okay. And why would you give it a 9.5?
Movie was great. I love Zac Efron. I especially not just Zac Efron. I love movies like that. Movies like that are just like something that actually it tells a story about something that actually happened.
Yeah, instead of random horror, I like this because this actually happened. It's informing you. You're meant to be scared. Like, think of what the people who got killed, who got raped, who got, like, their heads bashed in. Think of the pain they were going through.
Yep. And some of them, I bet you didn't even realize that they got killed.
Yeah, they don't even. They literally said he may have killed more people than 30. Probably killed more than 30 people, and that's really scary to think that one person could do something like this. And it kind of connects to where we are in the world today with the amounts of shootings, terrorism.
Yeah, it's honestly all that shit is gonna stop.
Yeah, it does. It's all like kind of shows like. This is what happened before there were like these crazy rifles. Think about now if someone like this gets his hands on something like that, and that's not me being a Democrat, which I'm certainly not. So yeah, but we're gonna try to veer away from the politics in this channel, just because it doesn't really it's not something we should get into. So. This movie is definitely a really good movie. You should definitely check it out. This is a very good movie. So, yeah, I think that's going to wrap up our video. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
That's it, guys. So just have in mind that tonight at about 12 a.m., my NBA video will be up. And if you guys are in bed, that's okay. There's always, can it be up there for a while?
All right, and we'll see you guys later today. And I think that's it. All right, peace out, guys.
All right, bye. Peace out. Bye.
Hey guys, sorry. The video's not done yet. I forgot to say. You see our Instagram. Follow our Instagram. It will give you sneak peeks into the videos. We'll post what we're gonna post. So yeah, remember to do that. You'll just keep watching that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.